Welcome again to the old principle. 我就是老校长. Now, we are coming to a very interesting lesson. Actually, it's quite an interesting story. This will be lesson number 299. Foreign language miscommunications. Okay, you see miss on there. 那你知道这个沟通是有问题. So we're speaking a foreign language. When I speak Chinese, I speak a foreign language. So I always make some kind of mistake. Well, before we get into today's interesting story, which will be number 299, we're first going to listen to my wife read it. Then we'll be right back.
Story 299, Foreign Language Miscommunications. When I was about finished with language school, and my friend Lauren was about halfway through the same 2-year course, a funny thing happened that again illustrates the difficulty we foreigners have with the Chinese language. It was Saturday morning. Connie and I, with our young 3-year-old son, stopped by Lauren and Ruth's house to drop off some food. We were all going out to listen to Lauren deliver his first speech in Chinese. They greeted us at the gate and everybody seemed happy and excited. After placing our food in their kitchen, we left the house. But before we arrived at the outer gate, the bell rang. Somebody had come to see them. We all stood to the side and allowed Lauren to open the gate. Standing before him was a little man. He slowly looked up to Lauren, who was more than 190 centimeters tall. He took a deep breath and said, "I am here to collect for the electrical bill." Since the timing was inconvenient, Lauren replied, "I'm sorry, we're leaving now. Come back tomorrow to collect." The little man cocked his head and looked quizzically at Lauren for a few minutes. Then he shrugged his shoulders and walked away. About this time, Lauren's wife, Ruth, who had grown up speaking Chinese from her childhood, began to laugh. Nobody likes to be laughed at, and so Lauren was a little upset. He asked, "Why are you laughing?" And his wife, Ruth, replied, "Do you know what you said to the little man?" "Sure, I told him that we were going out and to come back tomorrow to collect for the electrical bill." "Uh-huh. That's what you think you said." "Well, then what did I say?" "You told the little man that we were just on our way to heaven and that we'd be back tomorrow so he could collect the electrical bill." Oh, I hope his speech went better than what he said to the bill collector.
Welcome back. When I was about finished with language school, so people ask me, well, how did you learn Chinese? Well, just like anybody else, I went to school. I went to a language school. 语言学校. Okay? So when I was about finished with language school, and it was a 2-year course, okay, my friend Lauren was about halfway through the same 2-year course. Okay? So we're talking actually about my friend Lauren in today's lesson. I was about finished and he was halfway. Okay? Halfway meaning he still had another year to go. Okay, now this is a 2-year course. So at that point, going on, A funny thing happened. When you say a funny thing happened, this should be easy to translate, right? 这个发生了一个很这个搞笑的一件事情。Okay? So a funny thing happened. 很搞笑的事情就发生了。And it illustrates, okay, in this case, how are we going to say illustrate? Probably 说明 the difficulty we foreigners have with the Chinese language. We are foreigners. And sometimes, especially with Chinese, we have difficulty. And so I'm going to tell a story that illustrates the difficulty we foreigners, 我们外国人, have with a foreign language, especially Chinese. Going on. It was Saturday morning. Connie and I, with our 3-year-old son, stopped by Lauren and Ruth's house to drop off some food. Now, this is good English, but it might not be so easily understood. So take a look at this. First of all, you know that we are traveling. We are going from one place to another. We stopped by Lauren and Ruth's house. 我们停留在 Lauren and Ruth's house. Now, to drop off some food. Now, to drop off some food would be hard to translate. 但是你必须看这个上下文, and the context tells you something. We are traveling. We stopped to do something. Okay? And that something was to drop off. Now, you could say 放下一些东西, but that would not be quite right. I would translate this. We stopped by Lauren and Ruth's house to give them something. Okay, to drop off, 就是它的意思是这个停留一下子. We are going to continue our trip. We're going somewhere. But we just dropped by. Sometimes we say drop by. That means 停留在一个地方. Or sometimes we stop by to drop off, just to give them something. It doesn't mean just to drop something. No, it's not. It's just not dropping something. Okay, going on. That was a hard explanation. We were all going to listen to Lauren deliver his first speech in Chinese. Lauren, my friend, was going to give a speech in Chinese. 用中文演讲. First time. I don't even remember when I first made my first speech. It was, well, how can we say, 紧张. I was very nervous, and he was too. Okay, so deliver a speech, 就是演讲. Okay, going on. They greeted us at the door. Now, normally when you greet someone, we would translate that 打招呼, okay, to greet somebody. Hi, how are you? But, and of course they did say that, but look at the context again. They greeted us at the gate, 这个是大门, gate, 大门, and everybody seemed happy. Now, greeted us at the gate, probably in this situation could be just 他们去开大门. Greeted us, of course, 打招呼, but it really means greeted, they opened the gate so we could go in. Okay? Everybody seemed happy and excited. Of course, because Lauren is going to give his very first Chinese speech, 用中文讲道. 讲道, I'm not even sure if it was 讲道. He was just going to give a speech, because the very first speech in Chinese is always quite short. Now, after placing the food in the house, we all left the house together. Okay, so we placed the food in the kitchen, because afterward at noontime we would all come back and we would all eat together. We left the food in the kitchen and then left the house. So we are leaving now. Actually, we're going to church. Going on. But before we arrived at the outer gate, 这个外面的这个大门呢, okay, the outer gate, because there was a large wall, 很高的一个围墙, okay, so it's all the way around there. And before we arrived at the outer gate, the bell rang. The bell rang. 这个门铃就响了. Somebody had come to see them. 某一个人是来见他们. So what do you do this? Is this our house? No, it's Lauren and Ruth's house. So, going on, we all stood to the side, to stand to the side, 走开, and allowed Lauren to open the gate, 就让他就开这个大门呢. Standing before him was a little man. Okay, 个子这个个子小小的一个男人. Okay, it must have been very interesting because Lauren was very tall, taller than me, and this man was a very little man, and so I imagine he looked all the way up to him. Okay, going on. He slowly looked up to Lauren, 好高啊, who was more than 190 centimeters tall. 190, 是190公分以上. And he took a deep breath. 深深的呼吸, and said, I am here to collect the electrical bill. 我来就是要收这个电费. Okay, so why has he come? Okay, 公分 centimeters. Okay. Deep breath, to take a deep breath, 深深的呼吸. I am here to collect show, okay, electrical bill, 电费. Okay, going on. Since the timing was inconvenient, I mean, we already left the house. Already we're on our way. The timing, 这个时间呢，不很恰当，不合适。Okay, inconvenient, 不方便。Okay, 不方便 inconvenient, convenient 是方便，是不方便。Okay. Lauren replied, I'm sorry, we're leaving now. He may have said, well, we're going to church. 我们是去教堂. We're leaving now. We will come back. Please come back tomorrow to collect, 就收那个电费. I'm sorry. We are leaving. We are leaving the house now. We're going to the church. Please come back tomorrow. 请你来收明天来收费. The little man cocked his head and looked quizzically at Lauren for a few moments. He cocked his head. That means 歪着他的头. If you say you cock your head, you 歪着你的头. Okay? It usually 表示在思想, like, you know. So he cocked his head and looked quizzically at Lauren. Quizzically, you know what a quiz is? All you students know what a quiz is. 这个是小考, right? If you look quizzically, or a quizzical look, 就是脸上这个打着问号, a big question mark. We'll do it here. What is 打脸上打这个问号? Okay? A quizzical look. He looked at Lauren for a few moments. Then what did he do? The next thing, he shrugged his shoulders and walked away. When we say shrugged, 的时候松了又松他的肩膀. Okay? It's like, usually, what do you think? What did that look like to you? You know, it's like, I don't know what's happening. And then he 转身, he turned around, and he walked away. Going on. About this time, Lauren's wife, Ruth, who had grown up speaking Chinese from her childhood, began to laugh. Okay, now, this is interesting. Ruth was born in China. She is a foreigner. 她不是中国人. But she was born in China many, many years ago. Do you want to know how many years ago? Right now, she is about our age, at least 69, 70 years old, okay? And she grew up speaking Chinese because she was born in China. From her childhood, so from being a child, she was speaking Chinese. And she started to laugh. Going on. Nobody likes to be laughed at, especially Lauren. Lauren is a big man. Lauren is going to give his first speech in Chinese. Lauren is studying Chinese. So, Nobody likes to be laughed at. Do you like to be laughed at? No. 人人都不喜欢别人笑他们, right? So Lauren was a little upset. 有一点点生气, okay? He asked, why are you laughing? Now, remember, Lauren is a big man. And so when people are laughing at him, he feels very sensitive. 他感到很敏感, okay? So he asks, why are you laughing? And this is what his wife, Ruth, replied. 她回答说, going on, do you know what you said to the little man? Do you know what you said to the little man? Okay. 你知道吗? What did you say to the little man? Do you know what you said? 你知道你刚才说的是什么呢? Going on. Sure. I told him that we are going out, going to church, and to come back tomorrow to collect the electrical bill. 我知道，我就说，现在我们出门，我们去教堂，那么你明天回来，我们就把这个电费给你。Going on. That's what you think. You said. 你认为你说的就是那样。Oh. Going on. Well then, what did I say? Going on. You told the little man that we were just on our way to heaven and that we'd be back tomorrow so he could collect the electrical bill. You told the little man that we were just on our way to heaven, 天堂, and that we would be back tomorrow, 明天就回来, and he can come then and collect 就收那个电费. Oh, no surprise. 难怪. The little man looked at him and said, and then he just shrugged his shoulders and walked away. Not surprised at all. Well, that was a miscommunication. I finish up here by saying, I hope that his speech went better than what he said to the bill collector. Said, I hoped, 我希望他演讲比他刚才跟那个这个售费员还要好很多. Of course, we often say it's easy to get your tongue all tangled up, or Chinese we say 这个舌头抽筋了. It's easy to get mixed up, confused, and 迷惑, and you feel like you know what you're saying. In fact, some people talk, and they never understand what the other person is understanding. They just talk and communicate, which I have learned in speaking foreign languages. It is important to always understand what the other person is hearing. In other words, it's always good to do what? It's probably always good to ask people, well, what did I say? Did you understand what I said? Okay. Now, if they say the same thing that you just said, you say, wow, the communication was good. If they parrot back, oh, okay, if they speak back to you something that you have never heard before or it was wrong, then you know that something went wrong with your communication. It is a miscommunication. 沟通上的一个说错，讲错。Well, I think that's about all the time we have for today. It's been great spending this time with you. I enjoy this. I hope you do too. You can write an email to us at our email address, or you can go to the website www.theoldprinciple.org. Hey, it's been great here, and I hope next time you'll bring a friend along as we look at another story from the Lao Xiaozhang. Until then, have a good day, enjoy speaking English, and bye-bye for now.